Okay, well, I haven't done this in a while. I'm just gonna sit here and rant about something that I. Shut up, cars! Stupid. They do this every time. Every time I want to record out here, every time I feel like doing something that I'm passionate about, these fuckers want to start driving more. I'm gonna get rid of gasoline. It's too expensive anyway, thanks to that fucking. That's how long has it been? I can't do it in the first 30 seconds. I'll wait till like 5 minutes. If I look at 5 minutes and I remember it, hopefully it'll kick back in and I'll say it. I'll finish that sentence that I was just saying. But I'm gonna ramble about something. I was just I'm sorry. I need to shower. I just got off work. But someone's in the shower right now, and I'm just chilling outside, listening to birds, drinking coffee, doing dumb bullshit. And I just wanted to talk about a thing because I just haven't yapped in a long time, and then just uploaded that yap session because I don't know what I'm talking about. I just haven't, I haven't been memeing. Don't look at my unibrow that's forming. I'm gonna shave it soon. I don't think I've been memeing. This isn't gonna be one of those weird videos. I promise this has a point, but I'm gonna get back to. Gonna get back to being. What's that? What am I thinking of? I gotta get back to being me. What is that? What was that? There's something. That's a thing that's from something. I don't know. But all I know is I'm just getting so turned on looking at myself every single time. No matter. It doesn't matter how gruff I look, or how like distinguished, or like how elderly. Can I just get out the? I was watching a video. Shut up. I'm not talking to you. No, I don't. Listen, man. You need to stop. Okay, you're ruining everything. Okay, I was watching a video from Mugiwara no Goofy, and he is. I don't even need to stop. I can talk over. I'm willingly stopping myself from participating in my own thing because I'm making it hard. Shut up! Everything is there's so much I haven't done. God damn it! I forgot how fucking hard this was because I can't keep. This is why I need Rob or Forky or fucking Murph or anyone else that can just sit here and listen and keep. Fuck. Winnie, help me. I'm getting a fucking headache. So. I just got done watching a video from Mugiwara no Goofy. I'm pretty sure is how you pronounce his name on YouTube. He's really funny YouTube. He makes these videos about One Piece that, yeah, funny enough, this is a One Piece video, even though it's probably titled, This is Why We Need the Island of Women, or Why the Island of Women Matters, because I just thought that was really funny to say out of context. But he makes videos about One Piece. It's hilarious. He goes through the arcs and he just tells them, he goes through them in a really comedic way, and they're just really good wrap-up videos too, and I just love them. You should definitely watch them after you watch the arc though, because they do have like spoilers in between them, and they're made for people who have already seen One Piece. I mean, you could watch it without being into it if you're not planning on watching the show, if you know anything about it, but blah blah blah. That doesn't matter. Basically, he makes these videos and they're really cool, and he just uploaded one about the time when Luffy goes and he gets sent to the Island of Women. And I, at first, I never really took this is why I like watching these little wrap-up videos, and this is why I like waiting, a while after I watch things to go back, because, you think about them differently, and you see them at different light, especially if someone else is talking about them. Because when I first watched this, I completely skipped past it. I was like, haha, funny, I've never seen a man before, he's got, as Mugiwara no Goofy says, he's got stretchy balls, they think his dick's a mushroom, and then they get wrapped up, and then Luffy beats up a couple snakes. I kind of fell asleep during the whole snake fight, too, because it was one of those things that just lasted way too long, and everything like that. And then the princess likes him at the end, and she falls in love with him, and then boom, he's got this harem thing growing like any other guy in a shonen anime. And then I just kind of, looked through it, and then it just leads to the Marineford arc, which then leads into the war arc. Well, that's not the war arc. It's, what is it called when they do but then that leads into the time skip and everything else. So because Kuma sent them there. So all of it wraps up together. So I just sort of skipped over that one little part because it didn't really matter, and it was just in the grand scheme of the One Piece, I thought it wasn't very important. And then I watched the Mugiwara no Goofy's video, and I realized how fucking wrong I was, and how much it does to elevate Luffy's character in a way, and show that he's not just some dumb fucking moron like people keep saying that he is, even though I also was starting to think he was too, because you only get to see this side of him often. And like he's actually kind of smart here, and I'm not even talking about the fight or like any like I'm gonna skip past most of the theatrics because I don't care about the first part where he's fighting going whatever. All that really matters is those 3 people that defend him that get turned to stone, and then Boa Hancock, and then her 2 sisters, and then the mark that they have on their back. Because I didn't realize it at first about how deep the storytelling actually went here with this one. It was kind of weird. So basically, just to get to it, at one point Luffy gets caught by Boa Hancock. He jumps in to her. The wind's very heavy. I might just wait till it. He's trying to escape the women because they find that he's a man. They've never seen one, and they hate men and everything because it's that whole cliche of Island of Women. Never seen a man. He's evil until it's the first nice man that he wants. And it's kind of goofy, but it actually makes sense why Luffy's the first guy that they actually enjoy and they let into like their world and without wanting to kill him or whatever. It's very nice. So, well, actually, it's not the first because they like Rayleigh too. And Fisher Tiger, but you know what I mean. If you've seen the thing, you know what I mean. So they and he has to escape the women. So he jumps up and what the fuck is that? I'm schizophrenic. I'm sorry. It's not funny. Don't laugh. Why are you talking? I'm talking to editing you. It's not funny. Don't laugh. No, go fuck yourself, motherfucker. So he jumps in and he lands into her bath and he sees like her back and she gets really scared because there's a thing on her back and we don't see it. We're not privy to it yet. But he looks at it, he recognizes it, and then he's like, oh, well, I gotta go because he's trying to find a ship to escape to go and find his friends. Eventually he gets caught and now he's in like a fighting ring. But then in the fighting ring, he's like, he just wants his ship to get out and he's explaining he doesn't know what he got here, doesn't know what he's doing here, blah blah. He just wants to leave and can they help him out? And then 3 of the women come up to his aid and say, hey, we like Luffy. He's not that bad of a guy. We think we can just help him out and get him out of here. We don't need to kill him, blah, blah, blah. And then Boa Hancock, the leader of these island women, she's kind of like a giant bitch at the moment, like right now, because she really hates men. And that's all she's grown up to know is how to hate men. And she literally has a power that makes people who are in love with her turn to stone. And she's like the hottest woman in the One Piece verse. So like canonically, so like all the men love her. So it's just annoying for her. And she just hates men, and it's fine. That's okay. She sort of grows out of that with Luffy's help. Maybe not the whole men thing, but she opens up more and becomes less of an ass. Not really. It's really just to Luffy. It's really she kicked the cat. There's really no excuse for that. You didn't need to kick that cat. Which I forgot about till Mugiwara reminded me about this. So thank you. So then she turns her people to stone. And then everyone is still in love with her because they're her people and she can do no wrong in their eyes, even though 3 of her people now turned to stone because they were defending a man. So in their eyes, they're traitors. So then Luffy, who just wants to find his friends, he now switches up his goals and now he's just like, hey, why'd you turn them to stone? They were your homies, motherfucker. What's going on? You don't need to. You can just like. Let them be free. Let them be free. Just let them be free. And then she's like, nope, we're not gonna do it. They're turner stone, and you're gonna die. So then he has to fight a giant cat, and he one punches the cat, and he keeps asking her to turn the people back from stone and everything like that. But she just Boa Hancock is just like, nah, motherfucker, I don't give a fuck about them no more. They was defending your ass, and they ain't loyal no more. So these hoes, they're gone. I'm done with them. Cut them off. So then Luffy has to fight her sisters, and her sisters turn into 2 giant snakes, and then all of a sudden they pick up the statues, and they start waving around, and they try to crash them, but then Luffy saves them because it's his first time using Conqueror's Haki. He has let them go, and he stops, and everybody's like, oh my god, this motherfucker ain't no one to fuck with. He's got the Conqueror's Haki. Let's take a minute and recuperate, and then we're gonna go back. He saves the statues, he makes sure they're okay, and that there's no cracks and they didn't break or anything, and then he just begs up Boa Hancock to free her people. And then Boa Hancock stands up and she's like, alright, motherfucker, I got a proposition for you that I know because you're a stupid ass man you're gonna take because you're selfish and you're a loser. Either I'll turn my people back from stone or I'll give you a ship to go find your crew. And before Luffy she can even get out like a sentence to like gloat or whatever, Luffy just gets out on his hands and knees and he says, okay, cool, turn them back. Like, get these motherfuckers back to life, skin and bones. I want them to be walking around that they were cool with me, I'm cool with them. And Boa's shocked because she's like, well, what the fuck's going on? As I was watching, I forgot I didn't mention a couple of things. So, One of the reasons why this one little scene here is so good is when he stops and when she gives him the ultimatum of like, well, one of the reasons, I don't know if I'm where I'm putting this, but one of the reasons why that scene is so good is because he doesn't even hesitate, he instantly chooses to give up the fact of the ship to go find his friends and to unstone the women. And I'm pretty sure if I remember correctly, he only does it because he has faith in his friends, he has faith that he'll be able to find another way off the island, and he just wants to save them first because they helped him first. So he's like, if they help me first, I'll repay them, and then I'll just eventually find another way off. Because he knows as long as he lives, as long as he's around, he knows he has faith in his crew, he has faith in himself that he'll get back to his crew, and that's all his main goal is just to get a ship and leave, obviously. But then he knows that he also has a thing. He's like, these people help me first. So he still like has that loyalty of the thing is like, oh, they help me, they're my friends now, so I have to help them first, and then I can get back to my crew. Like he trusts his crew enough to get back to him or to get back to them eventually, and it's just really cool. Also, with the Boa Hancock stuff, because he befriends her, he then, like I said, gets into Marine Corps, but he also has an ally for life, and a really powerful ally at that. She can turn basically any man to stone, and she has her own island full of an army of powerful warriors that can all use hockey and have stakes for bows, which was really weird to me, but yeah, it's cool. And so he has a powerful army and at that, which I'm hoping comes back into play, and Ray, that also gives him a place to go after the war arc to chill and relax, and then and train and do everything like that. So he just, it's a lot of good stuff happens because of this one little area that he does with the I think it's just really well written, and that's what I forgot to mention. I think we're figuring anything else before I give it. No, I'm not. I go. And then they have to fight again. I don't know why they start fighting the second time, even though he was. But then during the fight, the one sister turns her hair on fire and starts burning the other sister's shirt, and then she like has to lean down because he's fighting them and he's knocked him over like the pit. So her back is exposed, and then she starts screaming because like she has the same tattoo that Luffy saw on Boa's back. Which is where this is all wrapping around. And then Luffy... Oh, wait. Is it past for... Oh, yeah. The fucking pedophile with the gas prices. Stupid motherfucker. And so Luffy jumps up and he covers her back for her. And no one knows why. Everyone's shocked. Even the sister's like, well, why are you doing this? And Luffy's just like, well, I think I saw the symbol before. And when I saw it on Boa's back, she kind of seemed concerned. Yeah, you guys seem concerned, so I don't want everyone to see it, so I'm covering it. And then they're like, okay, listen, you may not be the motherfucker we thought you was. We see your value now. Okay, let's have a chit-chat. So then they have a chit-chat, and then they explain to him that the mark on their back is just like the mark that Hachin has. It's the Sun Pirates. It was put there by the humans, the celestial dragons, who are like the slave owners, they're basically the rich people of this world, and they're slave owners, and they mark these symbols, they burn them on them, so that they mark them as slaves. And then, so the three sisters that run the kingdom, like the women kingdom, the island of women, they were slaves at one time, and then they were freed. I'm pretty sure it was Fisher Tiger that freed them, or was it Rayleigh? I think it was Fisher Tiger. I don't remember that part, but they were freed from the slaves, and then mark on their back is a mark of shame, and don't want to show their people because they feel like it's a mark of shame. And even even while they're explaining this, one of the sisters has a panic attack because of all the memories and everything, and Luffy's like, you don't need to explain this to me, blah blah, it's not your deal, like I don't need to know this, I'm like, that's your business. But they're like, no, we have to tell you, and they tell him, and it's really tragic, and you feel really bad. Now, here's what I get into. This is why I'm saying that this is a lot, so this builds up a lot of stuff like here, because the only reason Boa even such a trust Luffy is not only because he protected the civilians that he had no reason to protect, that he had no loyalty to, and he kept begging for their lives and everything like that, and he protected the tattoo on the back of her sister. But he come to find out from the granny, like the old woman that's on the island, the old wise woman or whatever, that she tells her that Luffy punched the Celestial Dragon, which he did in Sabaody, which was one of the greatest scenes of the anime ever of all fucking time. I still remember that fucking punch when it turns black and white and all that. It's so fucking good. It's so well deserved. I wish that guy died when he hit them too. He should have died. Oda, please murder people. Kill him. Kill that motherfucker, please. So then, when she finds that out, she trusts Luffy even more, because then the Celestial Dragons hate him too, and he's fighting back against them. So then it's all building up, like all those little parts of One Piece. It's like when you find out that Brook knew Laboon after like 400 episodes after you see Laboon. It's all those little parts are coming back together, and those little things of the world that are coming up, and then you find out that too also goes back to like the Fisher Tiger and the slave things and the Celestial Dragons, and then it all comes back around to them. And Luffy's inadvertently punching the Celestial Dragon, helps him here now to gain the trust of someone he needs to then break into Marineford to then save his brother, and it all comes wrapping around together, and you get to see that he's not an idiot. Like, he may be a goofy dumbass, but he was smart enough to recognize, because he's emotionally smart. He sees, he's the main character who can, like, read the people, and when he gets pissed off, he just beats the problem, and everyone's happy. I wish they could find. I was just thinking about it, like, what would really do, like, in certain situations when you couldn't beat somebody up, when you have to, like, talk it out. And I guess that's, like, his forte, and that's not what Oda wants to do, because you can't really punch every situation, but I'm not really going to get into that now. But he was smart enough to recognize the tattoo that had a meaning behind it that they didn't want people to didn't see, and it was upsetting for them if people saw it. And he jumped over and he covered it, and he made sure that no one saw it, which then also in turn got him to talk to her, which then got him the blah blah Ace, and then Marineford and everything like that. But it's just so smart. It's so good to see the little world building and little details of the character building of Luffy. Just like, he's always been shown to be really sincere when it comes to people, and like understanding, like, when it comes to their emotions and everything, and it shows that in that quick little thing, like, he figured it out right there, and then he was able to use that for his advantage later on, even though he wasn't meaning to. Like, he's not acting like, of course it helped him out in the fight. That dude made the mistake of walking past those dogs. Of course, it helped him out. Of course, it helped him out in the fight and in the long run, and he got something out of it. But he, as a character, just did it out of the kindness of his heart, and we know that, and we see that. Of course, but Oda writing it helps the story move along too, which is just really good writing, and it's just really good character development, and it's just really good world building. How he punches the Celestial Dragon, he meets people that also have problems with Celestial Dragons, with the slave trade, and then he also recognized the symbol because he knew Hachin, and him and Hachin became friends in Sabayoti. And it's a lot of this, the little things that come up to matter later on, and I like it, and I thought it was cool, and I wanted to ramble on about it because I didn't really think the Island of Women thing mattered that much. Now I'm thinking it's kind of really cool. G8 is still the best arc in One Piece without fail. There's just nothing that can beat it. Marineford is the second best, along with the war. And then I haven't finished Elbeth yet. I actually haven't watched any of Elbeth. I have to get to that, but I am loving Elbeth so far. It's really fun. I've gotten some spoiled some stuff for me because I started reading the manga and I couldn't stop it because I just wanted to catch up. So I'm essentially caught up to the thing, not like fully. So don't tell me anything that happens after like they escape Legoland, because like I just know little bits and pieces about it. I don't know like the full thing, but I really like the Island of Women now. I'm glad it matters, and I'm glad Sanji wasn't there, because I was just thinking about if Sanji was there, he would have just died. Like there would have been nothing to. He would have just died. It would have been easing out. If Nami would have went there, I don't think she would have left. If Brook would have went there, he also would have died. If Zoro would have went there, I think the women would have died, most likely. If Chopper went there, he would have not been able to leave. He would have been a pet. Let's see who else. If Frankie went there, I think he would have died. Robin went there. I think she would have became the queen. Am I missing anyone on the crew? Oh, Usopp went there. I think Usopp could have did something. I think he could have managed his way out of it. I don't know anymore. But yeah, that was me. Goodbye.